For today's lesson, we are going to be learning about how to make ice cream in a bag. The things you will be needing today are milk, salt, sugar, ice, vanilla extract, a big bag and a small bag, a measuring cup, tablespoon, and teaspoon. The amount of ingredients you will be needing is 1 cup of milk, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, a tablespoon of sugar, a tablespoon of salt, a big bag, and a small bag. First of all, you will need a small bag and a cup of milk. You will be pouring the cup of milk into the small bag, which should look like this with the milk in the bag. Next, you will be adding the 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract and the 1 tablespoon of sugar in the small bag. However, remember to release the air out of the bag before zipping the bag up. Afterwards, shake the bag well. The next following step is really simple. What you need is 2 trays of ice that I already poured into this bowl. You will pour the 2 trays of ice into the big bag. However, for me, I will put in more ice into the bag until I believe it is a good amount. Next is sprinkle the 1 tablespoon of salt on top of the ice. However, for me, I will do the same just like the ice, putting as much salt until I believe it's a good amount. Now put the small bag into the bigger bag. Have some of the ice at least covering the smaller bag and release the air out before zipping the big bag up. Also have a towel or warm mitten gloves ready because you will be needing it when you shake the bag. The reason why you will need the gloves or towel is because the bag will get really cold when you start shaking the bag. When you start shaking the bag, shake at least for 5 to 10 minutes. When you're done and if the ice cream is still a creamy state, add more ice in it and start shaking the bag again for 5 more minutes. After you finish shaking the bag, the ice cream should be good and ready to eat. First of all, when you're taking out the smaller bag, wipe it with the clean paper towel first to get rid of the salty water around the bag so you will not taste any of the salty water in the ice cream. Guess what? You may wonder what caused for the ingredients to suddenly become ice cream within 5 to 10 minutes, am I right? So what do you think? Take a guess. That's right. It's the salt and ice. So in this upcoming video, you will learn how salt and ice can help make ice cream.
So why does adding salt to our ice allow us to make ice cream so quickly? Let's look at this a little closer. First, we need to look at what a melting point is and what happens during melting. The melting point of a substance is the temperature at which the change in state from a solid to a liquid begins. When a substance is in a solid state, its molecules are tightly packed together. When we increase the temperature of a substance, we're adding energy in the form of heat into that substance. Once the amount of energy added to our substance equals the substance's melting point, the molecules with enough energy begin to spread apart and transition from a solid state to a liquid state. If this level of energy is not maintained, and the substance is allowed to cool or lose enough energy equal to its freezing point, it will gradually revert back to a solid state. When we add salt or sodium chloride into our ice, it separates into sodium and chloride ions. These additional particles in our mixture disrupt the ability of our ice to freeze. The more salt we add, the more it affects the freezing and melting point of our ice. This change in melting point forces our ice to begin absorbing energy from its surroundings and causing it to melt at a much lower temperature than normal. But where is the ice going to get the energy it needs to melt? Our ice pulls the energy it requires to melt from our cream mixture and the surrounding environment. As our ice gains energy from the warm cream and gradually changes state from the solid to liquid, the cream is losing energy and gradually changing state from a liquid to a solid.
So thank you for watching and enjoy the yummy ice cream.